big, and as it was about 2 degrees outside where I always have to trim my hair, and I couldn't be I didn't want to stand around trying to find a bit different clip up blades, so it's all gone, but it'll come back over the next few weeks. It's like the passage of time.
I think he only did it to get rid of the soup stains in his beard.
Wow, that tomato and pepper soup was very amazing. But yeah, Beckel Julian was a very nice stop.
Beautiful.
It was a little bit fresh this morning, frost on the grass, because we're in the shade of the hill behind us. But now we're in full sun. We just come into a little village called Saint Denis de Mons. So
getting past the very strange crossroads that they sometimes have. You never know who's got right of way, so you just got to take it steady, haven't you?
It's not just that, it's noticing some villages don't slow you down and others do slow you down to 30. So normally I think if the name of the village is bordered by a red band, it's a slow one, and that's the only thing you normally get on a lot of them. Name of the village banded in red, it's 30 mile an hour.
I think it's only polite though anyway. You don't want to be go tearing through.
After 800 yards, cross the roundabout and take the third exit, D438, towards Rouen.
And yes, it is a very, very straight road again. But anyway, enough Brit Rim for today.
We're off to Etaples.
Yeah, we're going to go and have a look at the largest British cemetery in France. Somewhere we've always wanted to go and see. But then we're going back to what was stop number 2 on the trip last year. Just trying to change gear without Buffy licking me out.
That's not going to happen.
And we're probably going to stop at the very nice aire at Montreuil. Last year, because of COVID, we wandered around and everywhere was pretty much empty and deserted. So we're going to sort of go back and maybe even have a beer
Or a coffee.
And just enjoy the city and the village a little bit more. But yeah, catch you later.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me every night. When I close my eyes, I see
people think of the First World War, they always think of Tommy Atkins, the ordinary man down in his trench. But you stood a much greater chance of being killed if you were one of those lower officers, lieutenants and colonels. These were often sons of people like doctors, bishops and the clergy. They could have gone on to greater things, but all these rows are full of officers, NCOs and commissioned. second lieutenants, captain, lieutenant and quartermaster, captain, second lieutenant. As a percentage, they actually gave up more of those who went. What's remarkable about the dates on these German graves is they all date from 1919. That last one was the 24th of September. Their enemy, the Allies, were still trying to care for them, probably in the hospitals here, long after the war was done. Peace was won. Just goes to show that enemies, once combat is over, should always just let it go.
It's gonna take some time to get there. I don't care. I'm in for the fight.
We're just coming into the town of Montreuil. Just on our left, if you can have a look up there, that's the ancient citadel. But it also used to be where the British High Command sat in office.
Goes round and round in circles, but I'm still on the ground. It's a dizzying day.
After 200 yards, turn right, Avenue des
I would give a lot to get away. It's getting real dark.
That's it there.
Turn right, then you have reached your destination.
It looks like we've got space,
Yeah.
plenty of space. So I'm going to drop in and see if the service point is
Yep.
in use.
Well, it's open.
Do we need a token?
I think you do need a token. Shall I turn this off?
Yep. Let's go. Well, this is the small aire at Montreuil. There's, I believe, 9 designated spaces. But when it's busy, I do know people use this car park as well. And that is where your service point is. Over there. It is a paid service point. For €2 you get 55 minutes of electric and 10 minutes of water, which was only just enough for us to fill up with. But you know, yeah, you can dump your toilet, but there is no rinse water involved in that, so you still end up having to pay €2.
Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me, or just sit beside me and never leave? I got the
fortress behind me has always been a castle to the kings. Very early dating, puts their first castle here prior to the Normans. But the bastion was first erected in 13th century. It was later modified into the star shape that it is now in the 1560s in the classic Genoese style to make advantage of firepower of cannons and so on. But it used to point to the estuary and it used to protect it because Montreuil-sur-Mer used to be a seaside or a seaport, and that's what it used to protect, trade coming in. But it has silted up. There is no view of any river big enough to get ships in anymore or anything. But yeah, probably just over 1,000 years of defensive structure took place there. You could see the valley, the sea's over in that direction. So at one stage, yeah, it must have been very important. But the bastion walls are all huge. They circle the whole city. They're incredibly thick. They're probably a good 80 to 100 feet wide, and I've got to say a good 50 to 80 feet high in places.
It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me, or just sit beside me and never leave? It goes round and round in circles, but I'm still on the ground. It's a dizzying day.
And once again, Buffy has been looking for these all the way round. I think she remembered that they were here. Yeah, they're definitely sheep and goats. And what they're actually living on is one of the old triangular saps. A lower raised section of part of the fortresses.
It's a little bit busier than it was this time last year and a lot noisier.
Yes, it certainly is. We wandered down last year. It's on the first video and it was pretty quiet. Oh look, the Douglas pub for Douglas Haig. Ooh, that is his statue over there.